this happen every episode?
Yeah,
every
Dance?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Solar Sidekicks. We're here at All Energy. We're at the GoodWe stand. I'm here with my co-host, Lauren Seconti. How are you, Lauren?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Oh, amazing. Really good. Quite overstimulated today. There's a lot happening at All Energy. We're here at the GoodWe stand.
Yep.
They've been good enough to host us for a podcast. And, wow, what an amazing event so far it all is.
It's been awesome. We had such a fun night yesterday at the Solar Siders Awards.
We're going to talk about a bit of that.
So backing it up today.
For sure.
Yeah, shout out to GoodWe for letting us use your stand.
Oh, yeah, thanks everyone at GoodWe. John, Mike, Dean. Oh, there's heaps of legends, really. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional landowners, and that's the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. And I want to, I'm actually a bit nervous with our guest today. We've got usually gets introduced as industry legend.
Yep.
We have the one and only Nigel Morris as our guest for this episode. Welcome to Solar Sidekicks, Nigel.
Welcome, Nige.
Thank you very much. I do note I'm the last guest from just another solar podcast to come on the show, but no hard feelings.
No.
I'm really happy to be here.
I can't believe Carl got in front of you.
I know.
Honestly.
He's actually very clever. I have a growing respect for Carl.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we've left the best to last.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
Jeez, Jess is going to... Jess
Jess is going to be filthy.
Very good, very good.
Very excited to have you here.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on, Nigel. What do you think of the show so far? Like, it's just massive. It's overwhelming. A lot of it. There's people everywhere. I've never seen it so packed, to be honest.
And it's a first show in your new role, which is weird.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's actually weird to be on the sort of other side of the show.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now as an event organizer. I'm looking at it going, how's this going for them?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking at it from a different lens, which is fun. But it's, the only thing that strikes me about this show is there's no Dagwood dogs, because it feels like Disneyland or the Royal Show, right? It's throbbing with people. And we're looking out here, every single aisle
packed, isn't it?
is packed.
Yeah.
It's been like that since the doors opened this morning.
And all the stands are just flooded with people.
Flooded.
Very glitzy and glamorous. Like, you can tell there's a lot of money going into these stands this year. Oh, it is insane.
You could, in fact, I heard someone doing the number. I think it was Rick Bazaar actually did some rough numbers about how many billions of dollars of extra revenue is flowing through the industry because of batteries and what's projected over the next 3 years. And I tell you what, look down that way at the height and size and breadth of some of the booths, and you can see they're spending that money for a piece of that pie.
Yeah.
It's just me, or do you guys like walk down some of these places and go, I've never heard of this brand. What do you guys do? Like, what's this thing? Like, do you do that? Like, I'm like, I've never even heard of this brand.
Yeah, I have had a few like that as well.
Yeah.
Pop your head in, you learn something new about someone every time.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
You do, don't you?
Yeah. But the other thing that strikes me is that, if you go back 10 years, we're all saying that about PV brands.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember all saying the same thing. Go, who's this solar module manufacturer? Never heard of them. Now we kind of go, it's just another solar module manufacturer. And we accept that pretty much all modules are probably okay now.
Yeah, it's sort of accepted.
And it's sort of accepted. They've just become fully commoditized, and we accept that. And there's some brand preferencing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this show, it feels like we're on the cusp of batteries becoming like that, right?
Yeah.
We're all going, we don't know who these people are, but we can kind of have trust that most of them are probably okay.
Yep.
And now what we're looking for is brand differentiation or feature differentiation or support or some other angle, right? So we're watching the next wave of evolution in our tech, which is obviously batteries.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. It's almost a bit of a flow-on effect from Sydney. I think Sydney was all batteries coming off the back of the rebate announcement, and here it's just all in one. New battery modules, new products.
All hands on deck now, isn't it? It's going on everywhere. There's just everyone's running at 110%.
Yeah.
I want to know who's installing in Victoria, because they're all here. There's no installs today.
I tell you what, no one is on a roof, and look at the bloody weather.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I know.
Just slap some panels
It's actually
down.
amazing weather to install, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually amazing.
It's always the
about
way.
20 degrees and no wind. It's beautiful.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
that's good. I know you guys always make a bit of a joke in your podcast about the old 3x3 stands out the back, like the ones.
Yes.
So you're gonna go. and journey down the
that was
corners
that's the first place I went.
Is it really?
I love those little back corners because you go, they're the kind of new people, they're the emerging people, they're the startups.
Yep.
So it's I kind of like that stuff. And they're often just sort of standing there not knowing what to do or learning how to sell their product. So I find those little back corners really fun.
I always wonder what they do. Like I look around and some of them do racking. Some actually still don't know what they do. They just
EV chargers. I've seen.
Well, there's been a bit of that. There's been a bit of that.
Yep.
Some just like I don't know. They've got some contraption and they're sort of holding it and like I'm like, is this your product? I don't know. And then I don't know. And then just move on. I don't know.
And there's the thing I noticed is quite a lot of them who haven't really learned how to skin a booth yet because I see a lot of booths where there's all these great images and there's great stories or statements about what they do, but it doesn't actually say who they are. Yeah. It doesn't say. The brand's nowhere. I go, who is this company? It doesn't even say. It's just they kind of missed the point that they've got to build their brand as well as saying what they do.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well, I reckon, before we get into too much, we just got to do a little recap of last night, I think. So there's a couple of big awards that were won. Let's first go with the big one, the Solar Cutter of the Year, Kathleen Ryan.
What do you
call it? She your work wife? Is that what? Is that?
Yeah, my work
wife. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah. So, what an amazing. Deserved winner, and she was. Oh, how good was her speech? Did you see her speech? It was so good, and because Costa was having trouble sort of controlling the crowd a little bit. As soon as Kathleen got up, she's like, "Everyone,
be quiet.
Yeah, tell the person next to you to be shut up, and then they can tell the person next to them shut up, and you can all shut up and listen to me." And I'm like,
"That's right,
on you, Kathleen."
She's a queen.
She actually got the room really well, and just such a beautiful speech. And I really liked how she thanked all the installers. Because there's such a big part of this industry. And it's not just about products and it's not just about, sales and all that sort of stuff. It's actually, the installers are, they're the heartbeat of the industry. And it was really nice for her to thank them because without the installers, the industry's nothing anyway. So
it's so true. And to back up her award last night, there was a farewell breakfast for her today, which was a really nice little event.
Make it to that.
Oh, God, yeah. It was a really nice. We noticed you weren't there. It was a really nice little event, and a few of us gave speeches, myself included. I gave the thing that actually struck me about Kathleen was that what actually makes her incredibly unique is that she realised very early on that she had the opportunity to build a culture within the industry of friendship.
Yeah.
She said, I want to be the person who helps build friendships with people, and because if you build friendships, you've got trust. If you've got trust, you can go through highs and lows together. You can work through problems together. So she was all about building trust. She was all about having fun and a good time. As I said in my speech, often on top of a piano, standing on a piano. And then I gave her a little gift, and I want to give a shout out to Reese Morgan, because Reese and Kathleen farewelled me from BP Solar 16 years ago.
Wow.
And they gave me a T-shirt which had a big pair of hands on it that said "Good Times." And they said, "Nigel, we had so many good times. Here's a gift for you." And so I gifted that T-shirt back to Kathleen.
Gone full circle.
And got everyone to sign it for her at the end of the day.
Wow.
So, and besides which, it doesn't fit me anymore. It's shrunk. Clearly, it's shrunk.
It's all good.
That's a great little story.
Really
I love that.
That's a really special gift as well. That's really beautiful.
Yeah, so shout out to Kathleen.
Yep.
Well done, Solar Cutter of the Year 2025. Well deserved, and enjoy your retirement, Kathleen. When's she actually retiring? Was that actually happening?
This week.
This week?
This week.
All right. Because I keep hearing about her retiring, and I'm like, you're actually going to retire or not?
Yeah, this was it. This is it.
Good. Do you reckon she's going to still sneak in and...
No, she's it was a very hard thing for her to let go of because it's been her life. And so she has been working on this for years. And so I think she's finally found her zen in accepting she needs to go to the next step.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, noticed you brought her daughters in too.
Yeah,
and her husband.
I met her husband.
I was husband there too. I didn't.
Yeah, Jeff was here.
I've seen them here before at the GoodWe stand. They're so beautiful, and they're carrying around flowers.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's really beautiful.
Just a really nice moment.
The people who turned up today for her farewell breakfast were an astounding array of young, old solar pioneers, people I haven't seen for literally decades, who were there to farewell her. So she meant a lot to a lot of people.
That's really nice.
we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
Queen shit, Kathleen.
Yeah, she's good.
Slay retirement.
Yeah, slay it.
Also, a few other awards that were... did you bring your award, Lauren? Did you bring your award?
No.
You didn't bring it?
It's safely on the kitchen bench in the hotel room. I sent it home with my boss last night.
So...
yeah, better in her hands than mine.
Amazing. Yeah, I was so proud that of you to win that, like getting up there and just to see you on the stage. I'm like, I was just so proud that you were doing it. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Squeals of delight from the audience and your team.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I just can't believe that, what you've achieved in the last 12 months. And it's amazingly well-deserved award.
Thank you.
It really is.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've been having a lot of fun.
Do you know what struck me is seeing people like you, Lauren, start to get these awards. At one end of the scale, we've got someone who's been doing it for 30 years. At the other end of the scale, we've got young people coming through and being acknowledged.
That's good.
And when you look around, I mean, there's, 5,000, 10,000 people in this hall. If you look for the people that are absolutely exceptional, it's a handful. It is a handful who are really, really exceptional. You're in that club. You're in that club. And it's true. Really there are very few people who just really give to this industry. A lot of people are here just to make a buck. I think it's terrific.
Oh, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. It just goes to show, I do a lot outside of my hours and I do a lot more than I should for Six Star, but I genuinely just love it. And I love the people that I work with and meeting new people. And even yesterday, I had the opportunity to speak to so many people that I wouldn't usually, and just them coming up saying congratulations. And I just said, well, tell me about you. What do I need to know? And it was really cool. So feeling very, very chuffed about it all.
That's great. I'm so proud of you. It's great. It's so good.
Yes, just the beginning, I say.
You know what? It was sort of weird. I almost felt like I won an award yesterday too, because I was having people coming up to me saying, oh, thanks for the training. It's really helping. You've helped me. You've helped my team. We do toolboxes and all that sort of stuff. I think Joe was just about in tears, with what people was, all the nice stuff that people were saying as well. So
it makes you realise you're doing the right thing. You and Joe, you put in a lot of time and effort into your training, and
for sure,
sometimes it is quite hard, and you go, fucking hell, this is a lot.
Just before, I know.
It is a lot, but
is a lot.
Moments like that, you go, you know what? It's actually all worth it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Just before, someone actually was getting out of the elevator at the hotel, and there was a bit of a queue to sort of get in the elevator, and it was our turn to go in, and this guy stopped me and goes, "Oh, Pat," and I'm like, "Who's this guy? I don't know if I know him." Hi. He goes, "Oh, just keep up the good work. You're just doing great." You made me miss my elevator. Anyway, but that was really nice, and Joe and I just looking at ourselves thinking,
doing the right thing.
Yeah, and that's really cool. That's really cool. So, it's been that's been pretty overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been very overwhelming.
Yeah, but it's what a great industry. Isn't it great to be able to get together and throw our arms around each other? I know we probably say we don't do it that much. We do it as much as we can. It's probably every 6 to 12 months or whatever. Throw our arms around each other, and how good is it? It's a great industry. There's some great people.
It is, and actually, someone bailed me up last night, and no, it was after the farewell this morning, and said, when you actually look around almost any other industry, you don't often, in fact, very rarely, do you find the camaraderie and the commitment to actually, make a meaningful difference, do a good job. And maybe go above and beyond and really contribute to the growth of an industry. It's a very, very rare thing. We're very lucky in this industry.
It really is, isn't it? It really is.
I agree. I came from the builder industry, and it was so competitive.
Yep.
And it was so much like, well, you stay in your lane, I'll stay in my lane, you do that, I do that. And coming over to solar 4 years ago and just working with, not enemies, but working with other installers and retailers, it's awesome. I can't actually do this install, but you're more qualified at it. Here you go, mate. And it's the best thing ever. And it all comes together here at All Energy.
For sure. We can't actually do it without each other. So
no way.
I love it. It's just something I love about this industry. I feel very blessed to have sort of been chosen for this industry, because I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Yep. Yes, we've had to build it. So there's the great thing about being in a sort of a startup industry.
Yeah.
Because, you have to collaborate. You have to back each other. You have to help each other to get the industry to grow. Otherwise, you just don't get there. So it does make a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
Oh, and last night was actually like really good fun too. So I know it was good. It was good. Like I don't know, a few of the other cutters events I've been to, I'm like, oh, it's so loud and I can't talk, and I don't know, I sort of just embraced it a bit last night. I had a couple of drinks and jumped on the dance floor. That was great fun. Yeah. It was the crew on the floor was like great. It was like a lot of all my favourite people were there. Yeah, it was so much fun. It was Did
you guys go to other events or did you just do covers?
I dropped into SIG as well.
Yep.
I was at the SIG event. I wasn't there for long.
Went to the Origin.
The Origin. Yeah. Solar quotes. Yeah.
There was a lot of people going.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was really good. So they had Finn up on the stage with the two guys from Origin, and it was deliberately they were speaking about how transparent the whole process has been. Yep. It was really, really good. Like, interesting. You could tell they were deliberately doing it, and it came across like so transparent. And I think what's giving their brand a lot of credibility is that everyone knows that if Finn's not happy with something, he's just going to say it. Because he doesn't give a shit. He'll be like, I'm not putting my name to that.
Yeah.
And you know that like everyone trusts that. And it's really helping Origin's brand.
I think there was a bit of an uproar when Origin took over Solar Quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they have been so completely transparent, and Finn has been at the forefront of it all.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
I sat down to have a quick bite to eat earlier, and there was a guy sitting at a table on his computer. I said, do you mind if I sit? He said, no. Anyway, he finished his work, and I said, what do you do anyway? And he said, I work for Solar Quotes. I said, no, haven't met you. What do you do? And he said, well, when we send leads out, sometimes, the majority of them are really good, but sometimes the customer gets confused or the installer gets confused, and I'm the guy that sorts those problems out. So I've just been on the phone to an end user, sort of curating the relationship and curating what they're doing, and he said, I just do that all day. That's all I do.
Wow.
Also a mediator.
A mediator and a curator to make sure that process flows well. It's a really interesting insight just over a salad.
It's a really good system where a Solar Quotes accredited installer or whatever that badge is, that we do it for our heat pumps, not so much on the retail PV side of things.
Yeah, right.
And the leads are just awesome. Yep. Yeah, where they're really good leads. They obviously go through some sort of a process before they come to us.
Yep.
So usually they qualify, every time. So it's really good.
Wild. I went to another event last night. I actually went to two other events.
All right.
The Australia Renewable Energy Association, which I hadn't actually heard of before, which is a collaboration of Asian, mostly Chinese businesses who are trying to, find a way into the Australian markets. I had a little function. The boss was standing there, and 10 seconds later, he was in there giving a speech.
Good stuff.
Got three. He asked three questions and went, right, I'm ready, and went in and just delivered this powerful 15-minute speech, as he does. So that was great to see. Then we went to the Jinko event. Jinko were having a big event and launching some new stuff. So there was just non-stop.
Yeah. Nice.
So many events. It's just.
Have you been grabbed left, right, and centre?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's death. It's death by 10,000 handshakes at these conferences, right? You kind of take two steps and have another handshake.
Yeah, it's kind of good that the seasoned ones will sort of just give you a wave and a nod, and they're like, I've actually got to be somewhere. So, I've seen you. We'll move on to the next thing now. You can tell. I do find myself getting stuck a little bit sometimes, but
yeah, it is a lot.
It is.
It's so good though. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. All right. Well, Nigel, you want to talk to us a little bit about after about 10 years, I think you were at Solar Analytics Catch Power. Is that right?
9 years.
9 years. Yeah, I remember when you started there. I came and visited you in. You might have been there a while actually. When I was at the CC.
Yes.
You've probably been there for probably 2 or 3 years, I reckon.
Yep.
And it would have been about 2018, I think. And you made a name for yourself in that business with monitoring and everything, and all the stuff that for sure, and all the stuff Catch Power was doing. And now you're with. You've left those lovely people at Catch Power, and now you're at the Smart Energy Council. Yep. So. What a big role you've got now. Like it's just, I know. You must be sick of saying that to people. Like it's such a big role. And have you worked out what you're actually doing yet? Like,
He's just winging it,
yeah. It sounds like the sort of role where you just kind of, like you tell me if I'm wrong, but you just kind of, you're here, you're there, you're in a meeting, you're building a relationship, you're trying to work things out. Is it like a liaison sort of role?
Yeah,
is that that's part of it?
What's the title?
Chief Strategy Officer.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I think there's a couple of different ways I'll describe it. Number one, it's actually to take some load off John.
Yeah. Okay.
John is superhuman. I mean,
he's a gun.
He is such a gun. And for one man to try and do the media, work with senior levels of government, work with opposition, try and develop policy,
work with installers,
and then keep 30 staff managed was too much for any human, right? So a large part of what I've done is taken some load off John to look after some of the team. And so my primary focus is looking after the membership team, which includes not only getting members, but it also includes delivering member services, because you won't keep your members if you don't deliver good services.
Yeah,
sure.
So a big part of it is managing that team and fine-tuning the services. So a big thing I'm doing here is talking to members and going, how are we doing? Can we deliver that service in a way that's more valuable to you, or all those kinds of things? And the second part is the events. And so we've got a great events team. We run almost 20 events a year between the road shows and the major conferences. And just to give you a sample, I sat down with our events manager, Alicia, last week, and she said, right, it's time to talk about our Sydney conference, which is in May. We've got 8, maybe 9 stages. That's about 150, 160 speakers. Let's start going through what they're going to talk about.
160 speakers?
Wow. Yeah.
So that's got a fair bit bigger. Is that bigger than last year?
No, it's pretty similar.
Is it really?
Yeah. I mean, when you look at,
all the different streams.
All the different streams and all
panels
the
and stuff as well.
All the panels. So you very quickly end up with hundreds and hundreds of speakers.
Yeah.
And you need to be really clever and strategic about what are the streams, what's the content, who's the speaker, are they going to deliver something valuable, what's the market want to hear about. So there's actually so much that goes into just that.
Yep.
And then we've got a gala dinner, we've got awards, we've got presentations we've got to do, plus, of course, the show floor and the expo. So, that's just one bit, right?
Which is a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, again, I'm surrounded by all these fantastic and really capable people. So events and members and member services is a big part of it. And then, let alone, we've also got a projects division, which most people don't even know.
I don't even know that.
No.
What is that?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Well, give you an example. So we have recently picked up a little project to deliver training to help deliver best practice training in India, because they're about to blow up and do 10 million solar systems.
I heard you talking about this in your podcast. That is crazy numbers I was hearing. Insane.
Crazy. And they're going to do it in a year or two, right? It's huge. So, they need to train up tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of installers in a very, very short amount of time. And they've got all these existing training institutions. And so what we're doing is coming in and going, we can get these guys on the same page.
Yep.
We can bring best practice training from Australia and some of the safety stuff and other bits and pieces. We'll work with the unis. We'll work with the regulators. We'll bring some of our expertise over and help develop that. So that's just one of many projects that we've got, and a whole heap on the back burner.
That is awesome. That sounds very interesting, that one.
Wild. It's wild. So, and then, of course, there's all the advocacy stuff, right? And most people know us, the Smart Energy Council, as you see John talking to the Prime Minister or doing a lot. That's what most people know us for. But actually, the advocacy stuff is incredibly important. We're shaping policy that you're all going to hear about. Very soon.
Was that a teaser?
It's a little bit of a teaser. There's some really good.
See him pull himself into the mic then and just go, bit of suspense.
You've heard it first from the GoodWe stand, everyone. I mean, on the solar sidekicks.
Literally any day there is a call or a WhatsApp or a signal or something that comes in where, hey, Smart Energy Council, we're thinking about changing this thing to do this or to help with that problem. Or you've been talking about how, for example, the C&I space is really battling, right? And so we've been in the government's ear saying, we need to help stimulate this industry. What could we do? We've got 10 ideas. Let's talk them through. It goes into the ether, and then suddenly it pops back out, and they go, so
now we're ready.
We think we might do XXX. What do you think about that? And we go, oh, yeah.
That's the good stuff.
So that just all happens in the background. And on our advocacy guy, Dave's floating around here somewhere. David is our advocacy guy, took over from Wayne. Amazing team. And at any day, they've got about 50 advocacy projects going on.
Wow.
Which I'm trying to make sure that they're really well tuned into what industry wants, and that constantly changes, of course. And then the government's throwing stuff at us, and then, of course, the opposition's throwing stuff. Well, not the opposition necessarily. Some of the opposition believe in climate change. Most of them don't. Most of them are Luddites and idiots. But you know, we've got to contend with that and battle that.
I heard that little one.
We've got to contend with that as well, and go on the defensive. So we have this, that's the other part that's blown me away, and I touched on this previously, but we have this amazing crisis responsibility, response capability, where, you know, a call comes in, good, bad, whatever, our team rallies like lightning pace, and boom, media releases, press stops.
You're always hot on the press. I will give you that.
Hot on the press. And so, you know, we've always got this sort of little bit of capacity there to handle the good and the bad in a crisis manner as well. So it's an amazing organisation.
So how many people are at the Smart Energy Council?
It's about 30.
Wow,
and we have
a lot.
No, it's not. But we've got an extra handful of sort of contractors who we pull in, who work with us from time to time, and then we appoint extra team.
I was going to say, you would absolutely have to. Like, that's like, I know the Smart Energy Council's always sort of batted above and done really a lot with not much. You know, when I say that, I'm talking bums on seats kind of thing.
Yep.
Always done a lot. And, you know, like, just my time at the CEC, knowing, like, when I was there, it was like 100 people.
Yeah.
And, you know, these type of organisations, you need a lot of people to do a lot of stuff. It's just the way it is. So
it's a grind.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is. Is that growing, that 30, you reckon?
It has grown a lot. Yeah. I mean, you've got to tune it to everything that's going on. So, you know, it's gone up and down a little bit over the years. And it probably will. But, you know, if we land, you know, I think there's a dozen or so major projects that we've got on the books at the moment. And, of course, some of those we're hoping we'll land those, and then we'll actually bring extra people in and put them on board to then run those programs out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cool.
So a lot of the projects that the Smart Energy Council are doing, are they not just Australia-based? So they're worldwide?
That's right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, we've got, I mean, we're very Australian-focused, but we do have the overseas stuff.
Yep.
India particularly has been a really big focus because from a sovereign risk perspective, the government's very interested in diversifying their risk from one major supply partner.
Yeah, of course.
And India is a strategic partner to Australia in that respect.
So they can get a lot of us too. They can learn so much off us. Because look at what we've done, right?
That's right.
And they're trying to do it.
That's right. That's right. I mean,
really good fit there.
India blew me away when I went over there, and, you know, we'll continue to do so. But, you know, and I mean, another one is our stewardship and recycling project, right? We're trying to make recycling happen in Australia.
Yeah, this is a big one.
And this is a huge one.
This is a huge project.
So we have a team already employed to try and create that program and try and get it through government. And that's a massive project,
and
right?
People are starting to care about this.
Oh, yeah.
People are really starting to.
Yeah, absolutely.
End users, especially.
People know about it now. Like, I suppose 10 years ago, it wasn't so much of a thing. Like, people didn't really talk about it. Everyone wants to make sure they do it properly.
Homeowners are becoming way more conscious about what they're putting on.
That's
and when it comes off, if it comes off, or if we're replacing, where's it going? Yeah, which is awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a problem this industry had to fix, and it looks like we're doing it, which is great.
It blew me away. You know, when you see the value of the materials that you can get out of a solar panel, and the way actually our head of advocacy described it to me was, he said, "This is not a waste project. This is a resource project, because the amount of silver in the world is diminishing very, very rapidly. Silver is a really, really stressed commodity."
Is that right?
Yeah, and to keep up with the demand for silver, they're literally, they just cannot, it's going to decline because they cannot get enough of it to meet the demand. We can meet the demand with recycled solar panels. So we can fill the gap for this really crucial commodity. So when you start to look at it that way, you go, this is about, again, sovereign risk and about keeping supply chains running and feeding feedstock of raw materials into really important industry groups.
There really is a place for everything in this world, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's really good. All right, we're going to go to our first break now. That's a good start, Nigel. Warmed us into this really well. All right, we'll go to our first break. Heaps more to talk about. You got some other stuff you want to talk about, don't you, Lauren?
Absolutely.
I don't know what it's going to be yet, but we'll work it out.
We'll come up with something.
All right, no worries. All right, we'll go to our first break and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Tired of scrambling for CPD points at the last minute? With Southwell Solar Training, you can earn all 100 points for your accreditation without leaving home and without wasting time on boring, irrelevant courses. Our online training is practical, compliance-focused, and designed by industry pros who've actually been on the tools. Learn at your own pace, get your certificate instantly, and stay compliant without the stress. Check out the full course list now at southwellsolartraining.com.au and get your CPD the easy way.
All right, guys, we're back from our little ad break, water break, mint break.
Sales break.
Sales break.
Lauren just shot off and cut a quick deal with an customer who's here.
So hard to pin down. You see what we're going to do with here, Nigel?
It's actually a really good strategy. I'm going to plug myself here. I'm doing consults all week with people, and he just wanted to have a look at one of the new GoodWe ESA batteries. And I said, well, why don't you come down to All Energy on Wednesday?
What a great idea.
Yeah,
great idea.
First time I bought a customer here before. Yeah, he's loved it. He's a bit more convinced now, which is good.
Unreal.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still hoping to see Alex Carey here. Is he coming?
No, he won't be popping in. He's getting ready for the Ashes. You know.
Surely he could have popped in All Energy.
That old chestnut.
No, that's all right. Oh, well, yeah. It's
his schedule will be a little bit more exciting next year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
really good sign up.
Yeah, absolutely. No, really, really good. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, you're pretty stoked because you're a cricketer.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I mentioned this in the last episode, Nigel, because I think a few people had said, "Oh, a cricketer. Oh, geez, this is going to end well." You know, with solar. You know what the history's like there. But if you look at the caliber of the person Alex Carey is, like he's in the prime of his career. He's not just an ex-cricketer like Alan Border or Steve Waugh or any of those who. Probably just looking for a bit of cash for their retirement. He's actually in the prime, in the middle of his cricketing career, wicket-keeping for Australia. And he's like an amazing human being. Like, what he's gone through is just, he's got a great story. He's got a really good story.
It's a really good fit. I mean, he came to GoodWe. He wanted to get involved with a brand that aligned with him.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's really good. And he obviously seen what's been happening with the Great Barrier Reef that they're doing, their Eco Kids program. So
they've got so many programs going on.
It's
amazing. They're writing to all their education and it's actually really giving back a lot to the industry.
Yeah. And also outside the industry as well.
Yep.
And they pick very, I wouldn't say niche products or niche projects, but they will support projects that is not even related to solar at all.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we do Frankie's Community Kitchen. They come down to us with that. We provide solar for a homeless fund that I work for. Like, that is relevant, but they also get involved in other things outside of solar, which is really cool.
Really cool.
Yeah,
really
good.
And I'm very excited because I'm going to China next week with GoodWe. I was lucky enough to get invited over by Dean and the team to go to their 18th celebration, their 18th birthday celebration.
Yeah, right.
Which I can't wait because I've never been to China. No, never been, and so I'm really delighted to be going with them for the first time. And then we've actually extended our trip by a little bit as well. So we're going to see some V2G stuff. I'm going to see inside the factories that are churning out all these products. It's going to be great.
Pretty impressive setup over there. I've never been, but I have seen it, and John has told me all about it.
Yeah,
it is just insane.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. And they're platinum partners of the Smart Energy Council.
They are.
So it's very fitting that we're here on this stand.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they've been really good, really supportive of the industry, and doing some great stuff. Not just smashing out inverters and batteries. They're actually really contributing to the betterment of our industry.
Love it. Yeah, they got the GoodWe Goodwill Awards tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I think about 4 or 5 o'clock on the stand.
How many of them are you going to win?
I was actually speaking to Lisa about it today. I said, I don't even know if we'll take it out this year. I feel like we haven't really been doing too much. And she just rattled off a whole heap of stuff we've been doing. I thought, maybe we might. But there is some really impressive installers over Australia doing something very similar to what we're doing. So it's good to see other companies get involved and make that a part of their core business, not just slapping paddles on roof. Give it back.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Is there an award for sitting on the dance floor? I've got photographic evidence of that.
Yeah, I just cracked it. I was like, no, this song is shit. And I'm like, I'm not dancing. I'm like, next. I just
set it out.
Quite funny.
I had a little bit of fun last night.
Yeah,
so it was good.
Really, really good. Nigel, what do you reckon What do you reckon next challenge is for our industry? Like, that's such a big question, but sort of I just want to pick your brain a little bit. Like, so we're in this big booming industry at the moment. It's going absolutely nuts. Like, I reckon now is busier than 2009 to 2010. There's more. I mean, there's obviously a lot more money in the industry now, and it's bigger. People are busier. What do you reckon? What's the next thing we're going to challenge? Because there's always something that comes up.
Yep.
Without spilling too many beans.
No, I don't.
No, look, I'm going to refer to the people who know, which is the businesses that I talk to every single day. And certainly manpower, right? Manpower is a real challenge for us to deliver on all these targets and the ambition and everything else. Manpower is a huge, huge issue. So that's certainly one that we have to contend with. I think the other one that hasn't really bitten yet is, for want of a better term, VPP, right?
Yep.
VPPs, I was on a call the other day, which we helped organise actually with the AEMC and a whole bunch of aggregators and retailers and installers and software companies and hardware companies to talk about what's happening in the VPP space. And there is no doubt that someone said this to me last night. Actually, I said, 100,000 batteries have been installed since July 1. Mind blowing, right? But he said, no, that's not cool. What's cool is the gigawatt hours, right? But the sad part is only about 10 or 15% of that is actually hooked up to a VPP.
Yeah, I know. That's it. It is interesting. So, I don't know. No.
He's on the fence here.
Yeah, he's skewing up to an opinion. I like it.
I'm not. I am definitely on the fence about it because...
About the benefit?
No, not so much. Well, I know there's a net benefit to the whole society, and it's good for everyone.
Yep.
I don't know, like the selfish part of me thinks, like owner of a battery system, like why should I?
Sure.
Like that's and that's not. I'm not one way or another, but I can sort of see both sides. Like we've put the investment in. Obviously, there's been the government's put in a fair whack. Actually,
yeah,
it was a fair whack to get the system installed. I think it was probably 15 grand of rebate. I think just on our battery we got.
Yep.
But like I don't know, like you look at the way that some of the power companies have behaved in the past. Yeah. I don't know. Do you want
trust them?
Do you trust them? Do you want to help them? I don't know. Like
that was exactly the issue that was being discussed on the call the other day, right?
Yeah.
Are the retailers really trustworthy enough? Are they doing it well enough? Are they developing products that are simple and easy? A lot of the retailers, some of the more less incumbent retailers are actually coming out and saying, we agree, there needs to be a change of attitude.
Yeah.
Things don't work the way they used to work. And the same with the DNSPs. The DNSPs all still largely have a one-way energy flow mentality and they haven't caught up yet. So going back to your question, the second big issue that we are going to face is this issue where Jess talks about it a lot about, hang on, now I'm a support person for VPPs, right?
100%.
That's not acceptable.
Yeah.
That's not acceptable. VPPs need to move to the next level. I think we'll get there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a real rush of people developing new products and services that make it better, faster, more trustworthy and easier. And then once we get there, there'll be either an incentive or there'll be something
you'll be incentivized
to get
heavily.
You've got to get people. I mean, they've tried it in WA. They just went, you get nothing unless you sign up.
Yeah, but then no one signed up. Is that right? That's right. Because it's too hard.
It's just too hard. They didn't do enough groundwork. New South Wales is a bit different. They've got a low uptake rate, but you don't have to do it. So but we'll get there. And I think
you can't have all these batteries going in either and not have some sort of bigger benefit, not just to the homeowner. No offense, Pat. I see where you're coming from as well.
Sure.
But there is going to be a time where the demand is going to be too high and you're going to have to buy it from your neighbour.
Here's a question for you though, Pat. You're a really technical guy. Someone put it to me last night when I was discussing this and they said, well, you know what? The fact that someone can't turn it up or turn it down at their discretion, okay, maybe that's not ideal. But the simple fact of the matter is just the fact that they're going in is negative demand on the network.
Yeah.
And so, it might not be perfectly aligned, but there's this wonderful thing called chaos theory, where once you get enough of them out there, it's kind of just going to work anyway.
Yeah.
So you kind of wonder whether will we actually can we just leapfrog VPP and go, you know what? If we just get enough of the bloody things in there, it's going to work.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. Like, I think you're right with the incentives. Like, for me as a homeowner at the moment, I don't really see the incentive to jump on a VPP at the moment. Like, I'd probably feel pretty good about it, I suppose, that I'm helping everyone. You're helping your retailer a fair bit, I think, by jumping on. I think it's probably skewed in their favour a fair bit at the moment with the plans I've seen, but I haven't looked into it enough.
I'm about to sign up.
Are you?
Yeah,
right.
Because when I designed the system for my place, I oversized the solar, so I'm going 15 kilowatts of solar.
Yep.
And 30 kilowatt hours of battery.
Yep.
That's more solar than we need.
Yep.
And so I know I'm going to have excess. So I've gone, right, I'm perfect candidate. I'll sign up.
Yeah.
So I've designed my system to have access to allow me to do some trading.
So you decided what VPP you're joining?
No, I've got two choices at the moment. So I'm still playing up.
Nigel's keeping a lot of these decisions pretty close to his chest. Still, no one knows what system he's not
It's going in 2 weeks, but I haven't told anyone what it is.
I think you should tell it here. Come on, I think you should.
I was gonna. You're very well aligned, Lars. I was gonna say that.
Yeah, and we can do like a bit of a promo.
Oh.
Come on, Nige.
No.
Not gonna do it.
Just keep an eye on the socials.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to ring Luke after this and say, guess what?
Yeah, guess what? I know. He told us.
He will be spewing.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Nige, you keep
Keep us on the edge of our seat.
No, and it's not. I'm not holding it a secret for any other reason that I'm Switzerland. I am Switzerland. I don't want to be biased to anyone. I've got a very, very specific set of needs, and I put that on my post. I'm not the average customer. I've got very specific things that I'm looking for, and I'm busy. So I didn't look at every brand. I mean, how many brands are in? There must be 150 brands in this whole battery.
Yeah.
And all of them have all these different features, right? So I went to the brands that we all know and trust and some bigger brands. And obviously there are some people who I know. So I rang around a bunch of people and I just asked lots of questions, but I had a set of criteria. So whatever I choose is not necessarily the best that money could buy or, what I think everyone is going to suit everybody's application. It's just suitable for me.
Yeah.
But, you're talking about it. So, this is all...
It's interesting.
It's all good.
It's interesting. Like, yeah, it was sort of similar to when I remember I was choosing which one I was going to get. Yeah. I ended up going with SIG because I don't know. I didn't go with them for any particular reason other than the fact that was what was recommended to me.
Yep.
Just for that time. I don't know. It just kind of felt right.
It's pretty compelling.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty compelling. Yeah.
I'm an EV owner too, so I would
roll around in.
I've got a Harley Davidson Livewire.
Yeah.
The electric Harley.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it does. You've been rolling that for years, haven't you?
Yeah, 4 years now. Yeah. But it'll take 22 kilowatts at peak charge rate, DC. So
it takes DC. You can take it.
Yeah,
DC
or AC charge. So the idea of a fast charger at home was reasonably compelling.
Does that mean you've just given away something? 'Cause you've gone something that's got a DC fast charger with it?
No, you could speculate that, but again, use case, right? Then I sit down and go, how often do I need to fast charge it at home, and how many fast chargers do I have within 2 kilometres of my house?
So whilst we're going around the group, I'm installing GoodWe at my house.
Oh, nice.
That's gone sick.
Yeah. Gonna install something too.
Crickets.
It's good. No, it's good. It's good that we're all talking about it. But I think what's been good about hearing about your situation, it's getting people thinking about it too. Like thinking about what your specific needs are. Getting them thinking about what they want to talk with their customers about.
Yep.
What different solutions are out there?
What's important to you?
Yeah,
what matters to
your
you?
system.
Yeah.
That's my first question I ask people when I'm starting a consult is, what do you want out of your solar system?
Right.
And straight away they go, oh, I actually didn't think about it like that. I was just going to fill the roof.
Yep.
So why do you want to fill the roof? What's going in this house that you build it? So customers need to care about what they're putting in, no matter how experienced you are.
Well, there's so much choice, and it's those subtle features.
Yeah.
As you dig down into the subtleties, that's where those things really make a difference, in the years to come, right? So, yeah.
So how come you haven't had solar? Is it...
I'm a renter.
Yeah, okay, cool. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah. Well, this will be my 4th solar renter system.
Okay.
So I've done 4 of the rental homes I've had solar on.
Yeah, okay,
I've put it on myself and then moved it or left it, sold it to the landlord. And so this will be the 4th one.
Awesome. So this is a long-term home.
No, 2 years.
Okay, cool.
2 years, but you know what? I've done the maths is really simple.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of a discount, of course. I've got some good friends, but I'm paying a fair price, and this system, I will pay. I know from my last rental, which was 2 years, I will pay about $6,000 a year for regular electricity as a regular consumer. So I've got a $12,000 budget for a system to pay for itself before my lease is up.
Yeah, it's no makes.
I can make that work.
Yeah.
And then I say to the landlord, okay, if you're going to boot me out after 2 years, do you want to buy it?
Yeah.
$2,000, $3,000, $4,000.
Yeah.
It's a big system. He's very likely to buy it, and if he doesn't buy it, I'll take it out and I'll put it on the next home.
Yeah.
Makes it sound so simple, Nigel. Like, why are we all doing this? Like,
Why am
honestly,
I building a freaking house?
No, I mean, make it sound so simple, and it is, isn't it? Is it simple or is it hard?
I think solar's simple.
Yeah.
Solar is simple. Landlords and real estate agents are the complication.
And humans are complex.
Humans are complex.
Yeah.
In this case, and I've talked about this on our show, I just got really lucky that Giuseppe, bless you, Giuseppe just went, sounds like a great idea. You go for it, mate.
We love Giuseppe.
It was just that simple, and it was just like no barrier whatsoever.
Very good.
And the agent I just kept trying to get it in writing. And the agent said, no, he said it's okay, just go ahead. And I went, but are you sure? I really, really want it in writing because I'm about to slap all this gear on the roof. And I don't want you to go, we didn't really mean it. So, yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing's covered. They can't see any roof tile or colour bond. And then
that's right.
Oh, shit, we've actually got no roof up there, just straight panels.
So that's the major barrier. I was talking to someone, actually, it was the solar quotes guy we were chatting about before. We were talking about this issue. And he said, renters really need an incentive, or landlords really need an incentive to make it happen. I said, no, they don't. There is an incentive. You will save money in a 2-year lease. Pretty much anyone. You might have to go to budget system if you're a renter, and if you're in a shorter lease, but you can still do it. The incentive already exists. The only barrier is agents and owners.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're going to get your money back anyway, because you can either move it on or, like you said, sell it to the homeowner.
Correct.
System is free.
Correct.
It's good stuff.
Love it.
All right, we're going to go to our final break. I've got 2 questions for Nigel when we get back. And yeah, we're probably going to wrap up before they do the product launch here as well. All right, we'll go to our final break and then we'll come back for the wrap up. And we'll be right back.
Confused by battery labelling? You're not alone. It's one of the biggest causes of defects, and with the new standards, it's easy to get caught out. Our battery labelling course breaks it all down in simple, practical steps so you know exactly what's required and where every label goes. Plus, if you subscribe, you'll get access to all of our courses, from solar labelling and defects through to battery testing and more. Check it all out at southwellsolartraining.com.au and get your CPD the easy way.
All right, we are back for the final segment after a little technical glitch. Yeah. Silly power supply has been playing havoc again, but we're all good.
It wouldn't be our potty without a little glitch, would it?
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. No, we are absolutely all good. Nigel, I wanted to ask you about something you did a few years ago.
Oh, no.
No. It's actually quite admirable at the time, I thought. You ended up, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the media about, I think about the CER maybe, and audits and all this sort of stuff. I think it was about that. And then I think might have been part of the Murdoch media was sort of saying all this stuff about how bad solar was and there's all these unsafe things. So I think it was about that. And then you got dragged onto Sunrise. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. What can you tell us about that experience? Like, it was on a Saturday, I think, wasn't it?
It was.
Really?
Yeah. He was on Sunrise. Yeah. I've got a recording of it somewhere. I don't know.
Well,
yeah, somewhere. Yeah. Do you remember that? You remember doing that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. Look, over the years, I've been lucky to have a bunch of opportunities like that where these issues pop up. And I'm trying to remember who actually got me on. It might have even been the Smart Energy Council.
I think it was.
I think they threw my hat in the ring. And often it's a matter of, is there someone who can talk to a camera or talk to a mic or a reporter who's close by to the studio?
Yeah, okay.
And so it was literally a phone call. Nigel, could you be at the studio at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning and just do this thing? And I went,
okay.
Sure. what am I doing? They said, don't worry about it. Just be there.
You're just going to be in front of, hundreds of thousands of people
and
in the morning.
they just drop you in there and go, here you go. And then you're in and like, it's weird when you're in I used to work in TV, so I'm, again, used to being on the camera side. But to actually go in there as a guest, you're kind of ushered in and you have to sit really quietly, and there's all this commotion and professionalism in front of the cameras, and then someone just kind of nudges you and you're in, and they go, sit there, and then bang, you're on and you're live, and they just fire questions.
Wow.
So it's quite I'm far better behind the camera than in front of the camera. It's not my strengths at all.
You're selling yourself short there, mate. I was quite impressed with you. You had all this stuff ready to go. He hit you with a few questions, and you were just like bang, 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 bang. I couldn't believe that you were able to put words like that eloquently in front of the camera. I was quite impressed. I remember seeing it, going, "Wow, you've actually you're good representation of our industry." I was quite proud actually that you were able to do that. Yeah. I think what's the guys? Was it Andrew O'Keefe? Was he? No. Was it? It was one of the.
You stretch it like it was a long time ago, Pat.
I know. I've got a weird memory.
I don't remember.
Sort of stuff.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, I remember him sort of talking to you as if you were best mates, and I'm like thinking to myself, look, you might have met before, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, they sort of make it out as if you weren't. Like he was calling you Nige,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone calls you Nige, I suppose, but it's like you were best mates.
They make it really easy, right?
Yeah,
because they're professionals.
Yeah,
absolutely no.
And they want to make it good for you.
Yeah, that's right. The only tricky part, and here's my best media tip for anybody in our industry. Okay. I was lucky to benefit from media training early on in my career when I was with BP Solar. We had some really, really good in-depth training about handling difficult media situations, because when you go and do a live thing like that, you don't know if that interview's going to turn.
Oh, imagine if they'd have done something to you to...
Well, I've had that happen before, right? And suddenly what starts out as being really well-intentioned just flips on you, and they're suddenly bombarding you. But here's the golden tip that I learned. When you're in a media situation like that, especially live or with a reporter, and they start bombarding you they're obviously trying to set you up to make you answer a question that makes you look bad or makes a point that you think is incorrect or whatever, the single best way that you can handle that is start firing questions back at the reporter. Don't answer their question. It's like being a sovereign citizen, right? You just start throwing questions back at them. And it will throw them, and they'll just go, oh, now I'm wasting my time, and they'll just walk away. Yeah. They will walk away. So just flip it around. If you're uncomfortable, ask them questions, because it's wasted time.
So do you just ask them relevant to that topic, or do you just say, like, what to have for brekkie today?
Anything you want. Anything you want. The better the question, the more likely you are to throw them. Yeah. But it throws their thread, right? Because they've got a thread. They're trying to take you down this thing. So throw them off, and it's your best defence.
I've seen, like... a lot of footy coaches do that in press conferences.
Yep.
When they're trying to, when they, they've just had a bad game and someone's throwing all these questions at them, they probably don't really want to, give away what they're saying, and then all of a sudden they'll start asking questions to them. Yep. And it's like they're the ones in the hot seat. Ross Lyon is the best at it.
Yeah. How would you handle that situation?
Yeah. He just deflects. He just deflects everything, and everyone goes, "Oh, he's deflecting." He gets away with it. Yeah, everyone knows, Ross is being Ross.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the boss.
Yeah. No, that's good. The other thing I wanted to ask you, Nige, so I'm glad we brought that up about your little TV stint. That was good. That was really good. What's really pissing you off at the moment in the industry? Like, is there anything that's really annoying, or something that's not quite right? Or you reckon we're all going pretty swimmingly at the moment?
I'm going to say there's two things that are worrying me.
Yep.
Number one, commercial and industrial rooftop space. That medium-sized segment in the industry is really battling at the moment.
They're struggling, aren't they?
They're struggling. Yeah. They're struggling because tenancies, right? Tenancies in most capital cities are really, really low. It's a post-COVID thing, so rentals and tenancies. I was talking to someone yesterday, he's got a building here in Melbourne, 30% occupancy, right? He's got a big problem in a big building. So we've got a number of campaigns going on in the background, and I think there's a lot of effort going on at the moment to try and stimulate the commercial.
Like Solar Vic have now done the 30 to 200. Is that right?
Boom. Yes.
Yeah.
So cash up front, rebate up front.
We didn't speak about that actually when it got released, but I heard all about it, and I'm thinking, oh wow, another solar incentive. Gee, this. Not all just about batteries. This is going back to solar.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that was part of our thinking when
they have been neglected for quite some time.
Yeah.
Businesses and commercial, they don't get anything.
And they're feeling a lot of pain, right?
Yeah.
So that's number one. And then number two, of course, I think the next thing that we've got to really keep our eye on is, this flood of batteries is great. The revenue that people are making is good. But as more and more batteries come in and the price pressure gets greater and greater and greater, then the margins and the quality are potentially going to suffer.
Yep.
And we've got to be really awake to that and really careful that we don't just create a massive big price war.
It's sort of bound to happen, isn't it? Once it gets flooded even more. I know. It's how we manage it, how we manage that. On top of that, sort of in my lane a little bit, I'm slightly worried about the quality and what it's going to be like in the next sort of 12 months. I feel like we're not doing enough with the auditing at the moment. Like, we've had 100,000 batteries go in, and the CEO haven't really looked at any of them yet. So for me, that's a concern.
I'm going to correct you. They have.
Well,
there's been some audits.
Yeah, they have, but I think they've done a pilot for it, and we've just got our. I'm doing CER inspections for a few different providers, and we've just got our latest tranche. Tranche 44 or whatever it is. There's no batteries on there. So it's all just solar. They sort of said it's going to be a PV only tranche, and the only aspect of it with the battery we look at is you're not really looking at compliance. You're just sort of recording what's there. Right. And we're only really recording when there's like a really major issue. It's not part of what's on the checklist. So for me, I feel like it's a wasted opportunity. But having said that, there's been so much work to go into from so many people to get this program up in such a short period of time.
Yep.
I can kind of see why we're at where we are, but I just don't want it to get to a position where we work out that there's a whole heap of non-compliant installs out there, because then the CEO are just going to start firing bullets going, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, and it's going to be all on the installers. Yep. So that concerns me a little bit. Anyway, hopefully something... They work out more of an inspection regime. Obviously in Victoria we do the inspections anyway, but that obviously that program's got its problems too. Yeah. So
no, well, you're right, and it's something that's really on our mind all the time, and we're actually looking at what's happening with the battery program and getting ready to kind of help the government do a bit of a review of what's gone right and what's gone not so right and all those kind of things. So we're really enthusiastic about that and looking for any opportunities to tweak things so that we can minimise the problems. There are going to be problems, that's inevitable. But I think there's a good opportunity, maybe towards the end of the year to actually go, okay, we've got 150,000 batteries in now. It's been 6 months of the program. What do we need to adjust and adjust it?
Yeah, that's right. I think that's right. Good stuff. Oh, well, we've got pretty much through the whole episode, and I think I've only mentioned the CEC once. That's pretty good, isn't it? That's all right. It's not bad, actually.
I can talk about it.
Get him on.
It's so disappointing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. It's so bloody disappointing.
Yeah. I know, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I know.
You and I spent a lot of time, lot of years.
Absolutely.
Doing some great work there, right? But they just seem to have kind of vaporized.
Honestly, it's not. It's just a shell of what they used to be.
Great show, though, by the way. We're really enjoying your show here.
Yeah, but this is it, though. Like, I don't know if I want to go on this rant again. I don't want to. No, I don't do it. I don't want to go off on it again. But I just, Nigel, you've nailed it. I'm disappointed. It's a disappointing situation we find ourselves in.
It is.
So, but
well, look, we're just going to step up.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Smart Energy Council doing great.
I think it's really fitting as well.
Yeah,
it's just more, the ball is more in your court than it is theirs.
100%.
Look, it doesn't suit them anymore.
Life ebbs and flows, right?
Yeah.
So even, nothing stays the same forever, but, it's, one of the things I always really used to get frustrated by was just being able to communicate. I actually was showing someone before, I went outside for a dart and someone was saying, Nigel, how's the job? What are you working on? I said, I've been, trying to make sure we're delivering good member services and And he said, well, what are you doing about this issue? I said, I'll tell you what I'm doing. And I opened up my webpage and I said, last week, I added this button that said, do you have a problem in the industry that you'd like to talk to someone about? Did you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I said, just click the button.
Yeah.
And he said, what happens then, though? Does it just go in the ether? And I said, no, it comes to me.
Yeah.
Hey, good.
And then I go and talk to the advocacy guys. And I said, so fill the form out while we're here and we'll test it.
Yeah.
And he filled it out. And within half a second, my phone went ping, 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 ping. And I got the notification. It went into our CRM for me. I got an email to tell me as well. I said, there you go. It's on my radar. I will come back to you and let you know. And then the other thing we did, which was right on the back of a good thing that the CER did, was they launched a fraud reporting program. Really simple way to report fraud in the industry.
Yes,
this
that's
is back
what it
to
is.
your issue around batteries and compliance. So I said, right, I want a link on our page to make it easy for people to say, I've seen some fraudulent behaviour, I want a simple way to report it, bang, bang. So already what I'm trying to do is find mechanisms like that to shortcut and make it really simple and use technology to help us catch these issues and get on top of them fast and sort them fast so that we minimise that.
Yeah, and keep the lines of communication open with a body like yours.
0410 479 286. Call me.
That's good. That was good.
A company body, or if you want to sell your body as well, go for it, no.
We should get Joe to do a little snippet of that. We might use that as a little snap. That's quite good, actually.
That can be one of our ads.
Yeah. All right. I think we need to wrap up in a sec. We're nearly we're just about out of time. We're sort of a lot of people gathering around for the product launch, which is going to happen with GoodWe pretty shortly. So, what's the future hold, Nigel? Like, I think we're in a good spot, obviously, with the industry. A lot of young people coming through.
Yep.
A lot of young people winning awards. Good on you, Lauren.
Yeah.
And it's a bright and busy 6 to 12 months coming up, I think. You agree with that? Is that what you reckon?
Actually, I'm getting a consensus view that this battery heat that we've got in the market, 18 months to 2 years.
Yeah, right.
I reckon it's going to keep running at this level for about that
That's
long.
what I was thinking.
Even though the rebate's going to drop, the price pressure is huge.
Yeah.
So we've just, like I say, we've got to balance the quality concerns.
Yeah.
But I think we've got maybe even 2 years.
And the supply demands as well. We have to manage them as well.
That's right.
And I think the panic buying has stopped.
Yep.
But the supply, it's getting better.
Yep.
But it won't be getting better over Christmas and New Year's and shutdowns and all that. So, yeah.
So what's after the battery boom, you reckon? Rooftop nuclear for everyone, do you reckon?
No, commercial. More commercial.
Yeah,
More commercial.
Yeah,
that's probably it, isn't it?
But even then, I said to someone, we were talking about last night. Let's say we get 200,000 batteries a year or 250,000 batteries a year. Call it 300,000. In 2 years, that's 600,000. There's 4 million homes out there. There's still a whole lot of baked-in solar that we can go back to. So that's the other thing that makes me think this is going to sustain.
Yeah. And there's also been, I've noticed there's been a lot of upgrades too. So I've been out to so many upgrades where people have already got batteries.
Yeah.
Powerwall expansion kits, I've seen a whole lot of them. Adding another stack.
Multiple stacks, yeah.
Multiple stacks, yeah.
Which is so bizarre because it just never used to be a thing in a residential home.
No, it is now.
And now it's awesome. Yeah. It's so good to see. I love it. Love it.
It's really, really good. All right, cool. Any other last thoughts, Nigel? Or you reckon we've got you covered, mate? I'm really, really happy you've come on.
Oh, look, it's my pleasure. And I just want to say I'm really blown away at what you guys have achieved on this show. Well done. As I mentioned to you, and I rang you a couple of months ago. I was in Victoria on the road doing a road trip visiting dealers, and I think I listened to about 10 episodes in a row. I went,
awesome.
You guys are killing it. Good job.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. A lot of inspiration has come, obviously, from what you guys have done.
Yeah.
And even when you were doing the Solar Insiders with Giles, like that was, I used to listen to that all the time as well. You brought a really good personality to that show, I thought. So sometimes it could be a bit dour, I think, with some of the topics. Oh no, actually, that's more the Energy Insiders podcast that they do. Just it's a little bit dry. Yeah, it's a little bit dry sometimes. I really like how you brought a lot of personality to that podcast, and yeah, it was a really good fit with you jumping on with Luke and Carl. So when you did that, so
and Jess,
and now Jess is on too.
Jess is on too.
Jess is on too.
She's brought we got a nice little team. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's really good fun.
We need to do like a big live podcast.
Yeah, we should.
That would be so fun.
Well, guess what? I happen to organise a few conferences, and I might have already suggested a mega pod. What do we call it? Someone called it the Uber pod or something, where we just try and get all the good solar and energy podcasts all together on one stage en masse.
Yeah.
Love it.
That'd be great.
The festival of podcasts.
Yeah,
We can have a podcast off.
A pod
off. That's what it was. It was a pod off.
Yeah, take the photos at the start. Like.
All right, good stuff. All right, we're gonna wrap up. Thanks again, Nigel. Industry legend, doing great stuff at Smart Energy Council, and really appreciate everything you've done over the last 30 odd years. It's been great. I didn't even really talk about your past so much. I think a lot of people have heard it a lot, but it's sort of good to talk about what's going on in the future. And having you on the show has been really amazing. So
thanks so much.
Thank you.
Really excited to see you step into your new role and just own it and kill it. You're going to smash it.
Thank you.
Great stuff.
Cool.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks everyone for listening. Really enjoyed that episode, Lauren. That was great.
That was a good one.
Really,
well worth the wait.
Yeah,
Nigel.
it was. It was definitely well worth the wait. All right, thanks everyone. See you on the next episode, and enjoy.
See ya.
Bye. Woohoo!
Woo!